Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to E3 Day 3. Here at the Mad Catz booth, we have an amazing presentation for everybody. Just in case you didn't know, we just recently announced Killer Instinct coming out for the Xbox One. And we got some gameplay stuff. We also have some videos for you to check out, some commentary. Basically, fill you in on anything and everything Killer Instinct moving forward. And I'm joined here by my man, Z.
What up, what up?
And you know what? This week's been crazy. Ever since the announcement, we've been doing some live streams, hopping over with some community members and everything like that. But just in case you missed it, we have this awesome Saberwolf combo that we released on Tuesday. And just in case you missed it, check it out right now. All right, folks, so there you have it. Our awesome combo video featuring Saberwolf, basically driven by the comments from the community. So we put one together for you, and that's just the tip of the iceberg right there.
I'm pretty sure Desk is at his home somewhere in England, getting wet, seeing the combo system and what he can explore there.
For the game. Yes, you know, we were talking about maybe having Desk and Maj kind of go head-to-head to see who's going to make a cooler combo video. But you know what, right now, let me introduce somebody that we have from the Double Helix Games studio, our lead producer for Killer Instinct. He's going to tell us more about the game, fill us in on the technical aspects of it. Let me bring on to the stage Mike Willette, a.k.a. Berserker Mike. You guys can talk. You guys.
Oh, us? All right, cool. Thanks a lot, Rich. I'm going to go ahead and take a seat. All right, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to go back in time just a little bit and just talk about the entire combo system itself. So one of the biggest differences with the combo system now as compared to like the old system in a sense was still a little bit rigid. Like after you did an opener, you only had a different other options to go into your ads. For now, I'm going to call all manuals and all auto doubles ads. So basically, you only had a couple options to go from like an opener to an ad, and then to very distinct linkers, and then you basically had to wrap up your combo.
So it's a pretty defined system. What has changed now?
So now the system, we basically opened it up.
Okay.
And that's to also help increase the mind game. So where other fighters are more like high-speed chess, we kind of wanted to be more like high-speed poker. Really make you read your opponent as you're in the fight. So we're going to wait for the guys to get in the game right now. And then I'll have them start demonstrating some stuff on why our system, or how it's evolved, essentially. All right, so Dave, you're rocking Jago right now? All right. So Dave can open up open up with like a wing kick, Dave. So that's his opener. Okay. He can do many different strengths of that. So that's his first move, special move is an opener. Dave can also footsie into the opener, so you can 2-in-1 from like crouching short or crouching medium kick or whatever. So a lot of flexibility in the system. So what's new is, so Dave, do an opener and then do like a light punch or light kick. So we can open in the lights, now do it with mediums. There's medium punches, do heavy kick. So we allow you the option to try these different ads. So Dave, also do a manual. No pressure. Crouching shoot. Yeah, so that's a manual right there.
That's 2 hits.
And so you can 2-in-1 that. So for all the doubles that you can do, the heaviest are the easiest to read, and they do the most damage.
Okay.
Or they add the most potential damage. The mediums are obviously in the middle, and then the lights add a lot of knockdown value, and which is so more KV. but they're harder to read. So you'll do shorter combos using the lights than you would with the heavies.
Gotcha.
So the idea is, if you get someone baited and they miss a breaker, so you try to break on the power level. So if they do a medium double, you're going to try to break with mediums.
With mediums.
So both mediums. So if they do a light, you're going to break with lights. If they do a heavy, you're going to break with heavies.
So the person on the
soon as somebody gets locked out where you see the X over their head, then you're going to want to try to add as many of the heavy attacks because that's going to add the most damage. Sorry, that mic died. No more juice. I watch Zegos do that. So anyhow, so what you want to do is you want to cash in all that potential damage from all the ads that you did by pulling off an Ender. And there's up to 4 levels of Ender, and your level 4 is going to do the most damage or juggle the highest, give you the longest wall bounce, etc. And so Dave, so now taking what we know, go opener, then do an ad, and then do a linker. So Dave did a wing kick linker. So that's going to help extend his combo and start his mix-up. So linkers have different properties as well. So when Dave does the wing kick linker, it's going to help start pushing someone towards the corner. When he does a laser blade, that's going to keep him in place.
So it's all about risk reward, which ad you go into and the corresponding window to break it.
Absolutely. And so that's where you start to set up the mind games. And this is like basically our breaker system 1.0. And the next version, which we hope to highlight at Evo, you're going to be able to break linkers as well. So we really want to make sure that this game is always about that two-way interaction and being aggressive.
So linkers, though they're more difficult to input and get that correct timing for the chain.
The manuals are the more difficult one.
Okay.
They're about like 2-frame lengths.
And are those possible to break?
Yes.
Okay.
So the difference is all auto doubles you have from the beginning of the animation up until and including the second hit of the double.
Ah, okay.
That's the window to break. That's why lights are faster and then heaviers are slower.
So is it possible, like humanly possible, to see the actual animation, recognize that it corresponds to light, medium, or heavy, and then break it in time by looking at the animation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can read the animation. Except the lighters are a much quicker animation,
right.
so it's a harder read.
By the time the second hit comes around, it's already too late.
Yeah, and so the manuals are more difficult to pull off, and you have to actually break those during hit stun.
And when you're locked out, you've pressed the wrong combo breaker. Is the timing, the duration of the exclamation point, the lockout period different?
Currently, it's standardized, so it's 3 seconds right now. But as we do more playtest balancing, we'll see like what's the right fuel mix.
Okay.
Right now, that's currently where it sits, and people are enjoying it. So it's like once you get someone to basically, get baited and they do the wrong break, then you're going to try to open them up. So there's something really unique about the doubles that Jago has. So Dave, why don't you do an opener and then show them around the world? So what Jago can do with his doubles to help him build up potential damage extremely quickly is what we call around the world. So he can go a power level down up to 3 times, 3 to 4 times. Basically, you go from, so say Dave opens up with wing kick, and then he can go heavy, medium, light, and back to heavy auto doubles.
And that's what we mean by around the world.
Yeah.
From heavy all the way back to heavy.
All the way back to heavy, yeah.
Okay.
And so for Saberwolf, he has something really unique. So if you open with Ragged Edge, so back forward punch, and then immediately start jamming on any one of the buttons. So for him, his unique double system is, we call them rapid doubles. So it's the same button, but his go extremely fast and can build up a lot of potential damage really, really quickly. You just need to make sure that you end it before your knockdown value maximizes, or else you lose all that potential damage and you get like maybe an 8 to 12% combo, something really low.
So there is a universal combo system, but among each character, they also have their own intricacies and systems exclusive to them.
Yes, absolutely. So Dave, why don't you do a full combo where you go opener, add, linker, add, ender. And so Dave did a he did a Tiger Fury ender. So each ender also has unique properties. So the wing kick ender is gonna kick someone off of you, get distance, but if you're in the corner, it's gonna cause a wall stagger.
Ah, okay.
and then you can follow up with either a throw. And Dave, I believe the throws are unscaled right now. So throws are unscaled damage after the wall bounce, or you can open it up with like another Shadow Linker or however much room there is in the KV. Because the wall bounce will add some KV, but he's going to use a Shadow move which adds no KV, and then he's going to follow it up with either an Ender or like another Shadow move.
So it's incredibly disadvantageous to be cornered by your opponent because you can get wall splattered and then heavy damage follows.
Yeah, and there's some also nice juggles that you can do in the corner. So Dave, why don't you do a combo into the corner? And I'm going to put Dave on the spot here too. I want you to do a big combo, finish with a Endo Kuken Ender, and off that juggle, try to catch him. You might need more meter though. So you got meter now.
Oh, keeps on going.
Do the Shadow Endo Kuken Ender. Yeah, there you go. So Dave's just going to show you some variations.
Okay. And that was a wall exclusive combo?
No, not necessarily. Oh yeah, that one had to be off the wall splat.
Okay.
So you can also do the Endo Kuken Ender, Dave. If you do a level 4, Dave has to build up a lot of PD. He might not be able to do this with meter. Follow that up with a Shadow Tiger Fury. Now do the Endo Kuken. It's a good thing you look pretty, Dave. Where it is?
There we go.
There we go. So that's exclusive, and that's some of the things you can start thinking about in the corner. Like that one, you wouldn't be able to do that out in the open. The unique thing about each Ender, so that Endo Kuken Ender actually gives you meter once it hits.
You can be meter positive on combos.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
So it's certain characters have kind of unique things. So Dave, why don't you show him a cancel off of a throw, Shadow cancel off a throw. This is unique to Jago. So off of his throws, if he has meter, he can cancel into any one of his specials, but at the cost of Shadow meter. So it puts his throws back into the combo system, at least to finish out with a really nice juggle.
Speaking about the throw system, how does one perform a throw? Is it possible to break it? And how do you cancel out of a throw?
So you can break throws. I should say, all throws are done very similar to SF4 or Third Strike. So it's both lights will do a throw.
Ah, okay.
And then, Dave, what was was it 4 frames to 5 frame throw? And what was the window to break throw? How many? 14?
14, 13?
Yeah.
So it's a pretty lenient window. I guess when they're up close, you might see a lot of characters mashing on throw. Because once you have meter, it's a pretty powerful tool when you can cancel out of it.
Yeah, for Jago it is. Saberwolf doesn't have that ability.
Okay.
So Saberwolf has other abilities like his dash is able to cross over characters, able to get out of a corner. And one unique thing about his running slide, we call it the hamstring with short.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do a running slide, yeah, that actually crosses up. So if you get a window, you can try to get out of a corner and put somebody else into that situation. So he also doesn't have a natural cross up from the air. So a lot of his stuff has to be done on the ground. So Saberwolf also has like a natural magic chain. He can go light, medium, heavy, or medium, heavy, and then cancel into an opener. And if you're slick, you can also manual into that chain as well.
Ah, okay.
So the timing is a little bit more difficult with him because it's a lot of sustained pressure when you can do it. So really cool. All right, cool. So hey, why don't you guys play for a little bit while we look for some people to challenge the great Dave V, Mr. Zinrama. All right after they finish this match, we got a contestant for Mr. Dave. So Dave's going to use Shadow Meter in order to make sure that he doesn't drop his combo early, and he wants to get those extra hits in and make sure that he can cash out on some big damage when he performs his Ender.
Are the gauges universal across all the characters? The life bar gauges and the EX bar gauges?
Yeah, everything is normalized.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone has the same amount of health. They'll have the same amount of meter. Everyone has the same amount of instinct. But that's not to say, like, certain characters will have certain abilities where their instinct that won't last as long, and that has to do with balance and the strength of whatever that instinct is. So even right now with Jago's health regeneration, that could change depending on playtest results. Like, is this too juiced, or or whatever. So we really want to make sure that the experience can be as balanced as possible, and we'll always keep our eyes on the community, make sure we take into account the feedback. So we want to track all that data.
I'm afraid your path is
All right, cool. What's your name? Adam? Nice to meet you. Why don't you come up here and challenge Dave V?
Challenging the tester. So balance across the board is an important goal for the development team.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, at the very worst, like I think everybody, like at the very worst, you want like 6-4 matches. We want to make it more about the mind games and the utility of each character. So obviously, it's knowing the matchups, knowing like what animations look like, and then really knowing the combo system. So you know when your opportunities are to like retaliate, like when you're plus, when you're minus, when you're vulnerable or not. So it's like learning like the wake up specifics for each character. So like Jago, when he does his Shadow Wind Kick, he's actually throwing vulnerable and he can go over lows.
Ah, okay.
And when he does his Shadow Laser Blade, he's actually striking vulnerable. So if someone's trying to do some meaty attacks to you on wake up, or he tries to cross you up and do something that like either goes to throw, or maybe the character, say, doesn't have a DP, there's other options that you can look towards. So we just want to make sure there's lots of options in each situation, whether it's like in close, mid-range, or at distance.
Oh. No mercy given here.
Jeez, man.
Sorry,
That's all right. Dave's been playing this game for a while. So someone pop in instinct mode to get some health back.
So it's just a life regeneration during instinct mode for Jago.
No, it's not just life regeneration. All of his hits are +4. So either on block or on hit, Jago has a +4 advantage. Yeah. So he can add like an additional amount of pressure onto people. So that's Jago at his most pure form.
Okay.
So it also allows him to like link like certain manuals and even normals that you couldn't link normally. So we've only like say put our big toe in the bathtub of the possibilities. We've only just touched on what you can do with him in instinct mode. And for Saberwolf, he has increased damage, and then he has increased chip damage. So being a rushdown character, it's all about sustaining pressure. So it's like, yeah, sure, you can try to block all my stuff, but you're still going to be losing health as I'm coming at you.
And instinct mode gauge is built by being aggressive and landing attacks?
Instinct mode is built by basically you taking hits, but you build it the fastest and you get the most of it by combo breaking. So it's being proactive in all phases of the fight. So even if you're getting hit, you want to combo break because it's going to get you that instinct mode. And so we don't consider instinct mode to kind of be like a comeback mechanic because you still have to be skillful when you use it because it's not free. So even if you're getting hit by someone in instinct mode, if you make the right read and you know what the guy's going to do, you can break him. And so Jago has a command overhead. His forward roundhouse is actually a really good pressure move. You've been disqualified, Adam.
DQ'd from the exhibition match.
There you go. So getting clean reads on what the doubles are. Dave showing off some manuals, getting him in lockout, and then ending with that to get himself more meter. And one of the strategies that we're finding is you want to, if you know someone's going to be dead, we continue to let you combo someone even when they die.
Oh, just to build up the meters.
Just to build up your meters. So what Dave's going to do is he's going to end with the Shadow Endokuken. Right. I'm sorry, not the Shadow, but the Endokuken Ender. That's what he builds up meter. That's what you can basically bank that for the next round.
So it does pay off to humiliate the opponent because you want to get as much.
Well, basically, you want to finish your combos. Yeah, okay, definitely.
And here's the ultra combo animation. 50 hits, and he gets to tack on more after that.
Oh, nice. One more, Dave.
Wow, unnecessary humiliation there.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Adam.
All right, can we get our next competitor?
Hey, Stuttering Craig. Stuttering Craig. Why don't you come and take Dave's place? I want to get you in on here. Let's do a battle of the journalists.
Is that a rare shirt? Do we have a tester?
What's your name, bro?
What is your name?
Daniel.
Daniel with the rare shirt.
Daniel.
Just perfectly for this occasion.
All right, Craig, jump on in.
All right, we've got our two. Wow, that vintage shirt.
It's Battle of the Pen. The Saber Wolf being a fan favorite so far. It's the White Wolf.
I'm sure there's a multitude of reasons, but what made you folks decide to unveil these two characters in the very beginning?
Near and dear to our hearts, showed off some gameplay that we really wanted to explore. So we actually started with Jago because we kind of considered him in all of the extremes, he's like right in the middle. He's the balanced character. So he does have a projectile, he does have some pressure moves, and he does have some stuff that's up close. Not necessarily a master at all those, but he has utility in a lot of different areas. So that was really important to start with him as kind of like our baseline. And then Saber Wolf was kind of our push to go, okay, who is like the rush down in your face badass? And for me personally, I love Saber Wolf as well. I think he's awesome. He's full of rage. And so then we'll have some more awesome stuff to show off at Evo as well. So I hope everyone's able to make it, so we can check out some Glacius and hear our next character reveal.
So will the fourth character just be revealed or also playable at Evo?
He'll be revealed, and then we're working on the next major to have.
Oh wow!
Him playable.
Okay.
So yeah,
that is news to a lot of tournament organizers there.
Yeah, we want to get people excited and hyped. So expect a lot of news in the future, but everything kicks off with Evo. All getting nasty with the throws, throwing and crossing up.
Wow, look at this. And he's
dirty
passing through the
tactics,
corpse.
applying the pressure, not wanting to let him breathe. Using that Shadow Eclipse to try to get some space.
Now the down-up uppercut for...
down-up punch.
Down-up punch.
But without having to charge. So that was one really unique thing about Saber Wolf, is that we always wanted to have him be able to keep forward momentum.
Oh, so he's not a turtle character.
So he's not a turtle character at all. It's back to forward with punch to do ragged edge, back to forward to kick to start your command run, and then kicks of any strength to do different options. So light will get you into the hamstring, which is the slide for the low game, and then the command overhead is with medium. So it's back forward kick and then medium kick, and then back forward kick and heavy kick causes a launcher, and all those can be done in combo as well. So if you end a combo, you go opener, add, linker, add, and then you end with a launcher. You can also follow up with I like doing standing short or standing medium.
Oh, the opponent he's
into shadow command run.
Oh, misses his juggle. Ultra.
Nice.
And I noticed that when the Ultra animation finished, the background was collapsing.
We'll do best out of 3. Oh yeah, so everything...
What was with that? What's going on there?
So what we wanted to have happen is we wanted the environments to be full of life and vibrant, but we didn't want to impact the purity of the fight itself.
Okay.
So the only time that you actually see the environment get destroyed is a direct result of the combat that's going on, whether it's either an ender or a shadow move, or in the case of an Ultra, all hell breaks loose. So essentially, all the impulses that are caused by the fight, like the big impacts, are what cause the stage destruction. That's what we want people to play on all of our stages. We don't want people like in tournaments to just go to training mode. We want people to play on all of these.
Thank you, because as a commentator, I get bored of the plain vanilla training room stage.
Yeah, it can't be hyped that every match is in training stage. So our goal obviously is to run at 60 frames per second and make sure that everyone can tell what's the action on the screen. So, and we're always looking for feedback, man. So it's like how far we push the animated cameras when we're doing enders and specials, to like how many particles are on screen, to the amount of destruction. We want to make sure that people watching are entertained and they're really hype about the game, but also the people playing don't go, oh crap, I can't see anything. Like I couldn't make my read because it was like there was all this stuff on screen or all this crazy stuff with the destruction. So we were very cognizant of that, especially with the feedback we've been getting from the team and from our focus testing.
Speaking of the visuals and the specs, is there anything that you couldn't have done on the previous generation that made a Killer Instinct so suitable for next gen?
Oh my God!
Like graphically,
yeah,
and
there's full fur all over Saberwolf right now, and also the way that he pumps up when he goes into his instinct mode.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember old school KI. So when
I do.
when Jago they threw fireballs at each other,
Right.
and when they dissipate and they break up, it almost looked like a
sparks.
little flare. The sparks.
Right.
So now when you see two Jagos get into a fireball war, it's like amazing.
Okay.
And like you see the particles bouncing off the characters, they're bouncing off the floor. We got this awesome global illumination lighting system.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, as the stage starts falling apart, it changes the shadows of the lights and how they react. And then also, every time you see a strike, and how everything kind of just explodes on screen, and the light flashes, and it's almost like this HDR effect where the light pulls in and goes out. Like all this awesome stuff that we can do on next-gen hardware.
Nice.
And the other stuff that we're looking into also for the online players, basically matchmaking where you don't have to wait.
Wow, it seems like you've considered everyone. The online warriors, the tournament players, the casual players, the hardcore, and you're really trying to satisfy everyone, which is very difficult, of course.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're going to do our best, and we always want the community to give us feedback. So it's like, hey, if we miss something the first time around, tell us what you want. I mean, we really want to get it in there, and we want people to continue to play this for like the next 4, 5, 6, 20 years. I don't care. Like, we want people to love KI, so it's a really big deal. Hey, thanks, guys.
Good stuff. Oh! Whoa!
Uh-oh.
But
Kyan
I'm
is up.
French! We've got the powerhouse from Paui, Kayane, and she is going up against Jeff KO.
Let's get in there and select our characters. She's been taking a liking to Saberwolf. I'm telling you, Saberwolf is fan-friendly.
But Kayane known for playing female characters, so hoping for that orchid or something along the lines, so that
We definitely hear the community, and we will have female characters in the game.
Kayane, you want a female character, right?
Yes, a female character. So I'm playing the animal wolf.
You heard it. She's only playing Saberwolf as a temporary replacement until a female character comes out. Hopefully there will be one.
We know the fans want them. Oh, excellent combo change right there.
Speaking of the combos, I noticed that the words come out that correspond to the number of hits. Has that been kept in line with previous Killer Instincts?
So that's something that we're working on right now, and then we're probably going to have some fan polls also. I'm like, because now we can do like crazy numbers of hits, so we want to know.
Oh, right.
You know, like, what other phrases do people want to see? So people go to doublehelixgames.com, jump on our forums there that are on the website, hit us up on Twitter, let us know what you guys want to see. Wasn't able to wrap up that combo with an ender, so dropped a lot of that damage on the table. But still sustaining great pressure. Doesn't want to let him breathe. Good mix-up games, crossing over and dashing, command run. So what's pretty awesome with Jago, when you're at range, you can actually hit confirm your fireball into a heavy wind kick.
Okay. Wow, look at this dashing back and forth. It seems like kind of really unleashed the potential of Saberwolf in this short amount of time on this beta. Changing of directions and messing with the opponent's guard direction.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, nice cross-up.
Oh, missed with the wing kick. Oh, nice breaker. Oh, both players have instinct. She's busting it early to make sure she gets more damage in this combo. Oh, end it.
Beastly.
Oh, tricks. Got him trained for the throw and then came in with a crouching lows. Oh, he's trying to come back. He should instinct cancel if he's got it.
Oh. Wow, such a quick breaker. Oh, desperation uppercut.
Nice cross up, but couldn't finish it. Up. With the win, with the mix-ups into the throw.
Yay. All right, can we get someone?
Get some new challengers. Awesome job.
Can you talk a little more about the background of the company and its origins and how exactly the Killer Instinct franchise landed from the skies, golden parachute, into your hands?
Oh, wow.
Or, I mean, what you can reveal.
Well, essentially, Microsoft was looking for someone to do the next Killer Instinct. And we're super passionate about fighting games. We got guys on the team that worked on Weapon Lord, guys that worked on Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, worked on Super Street Fighter 2, worked on Skullgirls, and so we were completely amped at the opportunity to pitch for it. And we created a full prototype. Essentially, it was very much like KI2.
Okay.
And the guys over at Microsoft, Ken Law, basically saw the demo and he goes, "This is absolutely fantastic."
The Godfather gave you his blessing.
Godfather, basically, we got to kiss the rings. He goes, "We love you guys. This is awesome. Let's start working on building the actual game." And so it was the most exciting time in a lot of our careers. We're like, this is the thing that you wait for,
right? Isn't it?
To get called up to bat. You're like, "Yeah, put me in, coach. We're ready." And so it's been super awesome getting to work with these guys. And we have other partners up at Microsoft, like Bucktooth, and James Goddard, DJ James Goddard, that have been also part of the design process. So it's been awesome. Goddard's one of our consultants. So yeah,
that's what we're calling them now. Not testers, but consultants.
Oh, he's definitely a consultant.
Okay.
But yeah, even the focus group tests that we've been doing, those guys have been awesome. So he gives such great feedback because he's really old school.
Right.
And there's a lot of tech and a lot of sweat and blood, sweat, and tears that go into creating a fighter. So big love to the Skullgirls team, the guys at NetherRealm, Adam and the Iron Galaxy guys. Dude, it's anyone who's made a fighter. So Harada-san, Ono, all those guys. This takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and they're awesome when people can play your game and get it and even take it beyond where you thought it could go. So I'm really looking forward to working with the community on stuff like that.
Do you feel a tremendous pressure as the first fighter for next generation? I mean, you're basically setting the bar for next gen fighters, aren't you?
Yeah,
I mean, if you look at it that way.
Yeah,
This was not the path for you.
It's amazing. You never really think about it that way. It's more so we just want to build a game for the community, and that the community is going to want to support and build with us. So, I never thought of it in terms like that.
Can we get a switch? Yeah, thank you. All right, if we can get one more person up here, test your.
Oh, Markman.
Oh, okay.
Get Markman in here.
Mark up the bat.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
wow. The Test Your Might community has descended on force here.
We'll see how much homework Mark's been doing in the back.
What about for the younger players that are, 17, 18 or younger that, they weren't even born when the Killer Instinct franchise first started. What is the development team doing to attract them when they can't really rely on pure nostalgia? They just have to market as a new fighter.
Oh, even though it has that nostalgia going for it, I mean, we really wanted to make this game accessible. So we wanted the system to be easy to get into. The controls are super fluid, running at 60 frames a second. Every time you press a button, every time you move the stick, you get a reaction. Feels really, really good. So we wanted to make sure that at least touching it and being able to do really early combos, almost without really knowing the systems, there was still that sense of accessibility. but there's still a lot of depth behind that. But we've been working really, really hard at devoting like a almost 40 lesson training mode to help teach all the systems.
Okay.
Like really break down like manuals, ads, wake up games, cross ups, safe jumps, like all that type of stuff. We want, you know, to walk people through, let them know how things are done, even from a really basic level. Like, hey, this is how you walk forward. This is how you dash. This is how you crouch block. Like, this is an overhead. Like, just those principles we want people involved in.
So it's perfectly fine if this is for you your first Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
as a player, you won't feel alienated or.
No, we don't want that to happen at all. That's why we're also releasing a demo that's basically the full game with Jago. So we're gonna give you the most balanced, like basically the balanced player, with the full single player and the full multiplayer offerings at launch. That's so you can learn the game. You don't need to feel intimidated that you need to jump in there immediately, and then try it out, see what you like. And then if you love it, then go ahead and get one of the full content packages. And if not, you see another character you want to play, go for that character.
So it's a very robust demo package. I mean, in terms of demos, which are usually stripped down and very limited in function. But you guys are saying that you're including a lot of the modes right off the bat for Jago.
Yeah, one of our pillars is accessibility. Okay. We want people to get involved. We want, like, if Killer Instinct can be a gateway drug for people to get more into fighting games, like that's the door. We want to help facilitate that, because I think the biggest thing of all is just getting, you know, more people to play fighters. I mean, I love fighting games, so I want to see the community grow. I want to see people grow with Killer Instinct.
And speaking of people you've attracted, you have none other than
Maximilian.
Dude, yo, video games. But it seems like Killer Instinct does attract people from a lot of different backgrounds. You've got the MK guys, you've got the Street Fighter guys, who are probably going to be in love with Jago, who has an uppercut and fireball and all that.
Yeah.
But it's sort of a neutral territory and attracting people from all types of genres, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really unique in that way. I think there's like something for everybody. I mean, when you think about when the first game launched, man, I'd like blow like a whole like week's worth of allowance because it was the most expensive game in the arcade.
Right.
Like, oh man. So, but I'm like, oh my god, this game has like a werewolf, a Harryhausen skeleton, like a crazy like robot, and like all these like crazy things from pop culture. But
the
it was
character
something
design,
that was very Western that I don't know, identified with. I love the loud music. I loved how it was in your face, and so there's something primal about it that I'm drawn to, and I think a lot of other people in my generation are drawn to as well.
I wonder if the resurrection of Killer Instinct is also going to bring back Primal Rage. If those guys are watching this game, they're like, wait, they came back, we got to come back too. Because I remember that used to be the primary competition, at least in my local arcade.
I mean, absolutely. Hey, more fighters. All right, guys jockeying for position. Drop combo, but right in the shadow.
Now, we've primarily only seen people play Killer Instinct on the joysticks all weekend. But what about people that want to play on pad? Will they be okay and comfortable with it?
They should be very okay with it. Okay. So, I don't know if you had a chance to go to the Microsoft booth. Anybody at the show, go to the Microsoft booth. So we have a station playing on pad, and it's a wholly new design pad. So it's not hovering over the air. You actually have like the board almost like right underneath the pad, and it clicks.
Okay.
Like you can hear, like, and you can feel when you're at each position. And so.
Oh, that'd be really cool. Yeah, do hop over to the Xbox booth. They have 4 setups, I believe.
Yeah. So Fnatic will be like, yeah, I love this pad. And look at all those juicy, spectacular particles. All that fireball action.
So a lot of people like to complain about the fireball wars, but this is the prettiest one of them all.
Oh,
misses his
soap being dropped.
Oh, there it is. And as you can see, the temple is falling apart as we speak. Oh, the line is activated.
Don't drop that combo.
This is the max CPM combo.
Got to get the big follow-up.
See how many juggles he can get.
The world is watching.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 75. The giant bell, Tibetan bell.
Perhaps this was not the path for you.
Awesome stuff.
I like how people, they're like, yo, does Max
Steve, you
even
wanna
play
get here?
video games? And then they come to the exhibition, they get bodied.
Oh, Justin's coming up to fight the filthy one.
The real Justin Wong.
Oh, cool.
I mean, Justin's really famous for breaking down games in such a short amount of time upon release. I'm really curious as to what he's been able to come up with in these past 48 hours
We're
or
going to
so.
be talking to Justin a lot. Because Justin's already starting to find some good tricks with Ragged Edge.
I mean, there are just some people that their brain is wired to...
Oh, he's a fighting game savant, if you
Yeah.
will. He's pure genius.
grasp the system immediately without having, to be on the inside.
Yeah,
They
there's
just
only
see
like
it.
a handful of guys I know
Yeah.
that can just dissect systems and do homework like that. Like Justin, I know Ed Ma's one of them. Like he'll forget to go to work because he's in the lab. And that right, Ed?
Is he here?
No.
Oh, is it maybe
Oh, Ed made it yesterday?
Okay. Just lurking
Well, big
somewhere.
shout outs to Ed. Oh, Rich. Oh, keep going, Rich, before that X goes away.
Okay, Justin guesses wrong again. There's an exclamation point.
Oh, getting meter. Oh, misses the follow-up,
Tries to
though.
go for the sweep, and Justin punishes.
Oh, those
Shadow
are heavies.
extender.
He missed the heavies.
Oh, keeps him standing. Wants to go for the reset.
Oh, heavies to mediums, dude. He went halfway around the world.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, nice. Stylish, Rich. Stylish. And both are sitting on instinct mode.
Oh,
And
is
the
that a taunt?
taunting. Oh, my God.
Yeah. How does one taunt in this game?
Right now it's the back button, but we know that's too close to start. So
Wow.
we'll let you assign where you want to put
Okay.
taunt. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That cross-up from the dash.
He's going to follow up again. Yeah, there it is.
Nice, all right.
Rich looking for a way out of the corner. Up. Baits the breaker, but drops.
Oh,
Gets
that
it back,
reset.
though. Oh. As long as you're not in block stun, you'll keep regenerating health when you're in Jago's instinct.
Golden
Justin coming
armor
back,
mode.
Right back in there. What's he going to do? Heavies. Oh, broke the heavies. Clutched by Filthy Rich.
On the overhead.
Oh, but a
He
drop.
misses it. Just out of range.
All these drops. Oh, trying to...
Oh! Is he playing Wolverine?
Oh, my God. Great blocking by Rich, but gets opened up. Justin.
Finish.
Doesn't ultra,
Keeps
but
him
gets the
alive,
win.
but gets the win.
Raw damage.
Wow. A tester has been destroyed.
Reinhardt coming to the stage.
And we've got Dios X.
Dios and Reinhardt be closing the show today. I'm still disappointed, Steve. Should come up here, bro.
Yeah, if you don't want to get exposed.
It's way pre-release. Everyone gets exposed. Like I said, our design director, Dave V, says, if Dave gets 2,000 followers on his Twitter, he's going to get that tattoo.
Oh, the Jago tattoo?
Yeah, I'm saying he will.
Okay.
So hit him up at Zinramu. Let's make that tattoo happen.
And the tattoo is a Tibetan monk tattoo, right? That's what Jago's background is?
It's a tiger tattoo that he's inflicted upon himself.
Oh, that's self-punishment.
That's how hardcore that man is. He's all about the tiger spirit.
Speaking of these character story backlines, is it going to be more fleshed out? Is it important, the sagas and the canons?
Well, we're not revealing anything about the story right now, but I will tell you that there's a lot of thought involved in like how these costumes are created, and basically how the previous events of the other game. Let's just say that was an old chapter, and we're leading into a new chapter of events for our heroes, as it were.
So so in the timeline, this is after KI1 and KI2?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see how. Really interested in seeing how these characters have developed in the canon.
Yeah, and we'll start revealing more as you know, after Evo. Ooh,
Nice punish.
yeah. If you whiff a wind kick, you are punishable. So you can get blown up. And if you start blocking more of those projectiles, you get about 20% meter.
For blocking.
So, say I throw a
Okay.
Endokuken at you and you
Okay.
block it, I get 20% shadow meter. We want the
Oh.
game to be very aggressive, so if you start turtling up, you're just
Yeah.
gonna give me meter.
So I guess as a defender, it's best to jump over them as opposed to nice overhead, than to block it.
And there's certain moves that are projectile invulnerable. So the
Right.
shadow wind kick is actually projectile invulnerable and will travel straight through, so you can blow them up that way. Ooh, nice throw. It's like he threw him right out of the overhead. And for Saberwolf, his shadow command run basically does the leaping overhead in the shadow version, and that'll go through projectiles as well. But his command run to slash or the leaping overhead, they have to be timed, but they'll go either over or under the fireball. It just it's more you have to time it right, or else you actually get hit. When the shadow version has full invulnerability. Oh, those were heavies, mediums. But he's already dead, so he's going into full ultra.
And the stage comes crumbling down. Oh, Tiger Mode activated. Nice cancel.
Ryan's going to try to break the meter right here.
Let's see if we can break 100 hits here. Might be a little difficult.
Ryan's going to get really, really close. Was it too early? 104 at the show.
Ultra combo!
Nice, Ryan, nice.
Broke the triple-digit barrier there. Very nice.
Path ends here.
Let's go. Where's Mark? Do we have time for one more? Steve, you want to jump up?
I think it's time to expose Steve. He's been dodging long enough.
Adam, why don't you come up? Why don't you face Steve? Huh. There we go. This will be the last one for the day. But I'm gonna enjoy that 104 hit by Mr. Ryan Hart. Felt good.
Sable. Django.
Is there a way to tell for the combo deterioration a visual cue to know when you should be finishing your combo or like another hit won't count anymore?
Absolutely. So right underneath your combo meter,
Mm-hmm.
like where you see 12, 13, 14,
Okay.
as the combo counter builds up, there's a meter right below it.
Oh, okay.
And as it fills up to red, that's the closer you are to dropping the combo.
There it is,
So,
just like you said.
So we call that KV, or your knockdown meter. So when that knockdown value hits 100, basically they'll fall out. There's a couple moves that will take you over 100, and those are usually with shadow moves.
Okay. So
So there are some circumstances that it'll go over, but for the most part, it means you will drop that combo. So you need to wrap it up. And the ways around those, again, shadow
moves.
Shadow moves.
At the expense of 1 meter, you could sort of break
Yes.
the gauge.
Yeah, and extend your combo. So and KV takes place whether it's on the ground or it's in the air as well. So in a sense, it almost acts as infinite prevention.
Oh, nice break there.
Techie doesn't take the full throw damage.
Oh, caught him pressing a button. And another one.
Oh, no third follow-up. It gets thrown. So what's really unique about our game right now as well is at the start of a round, or even in between rounds, we allow full player movement by both characters.
Okay.
Because we're so aggressive, it's all about posturing for action, and it's almost like the game within the game.
So you definitely want to try your best to get out of the corner during those few seconds of invulnerability.
Like I've seen people try to set up like nasty cross-ups, safe jumps, you name it, just trying to posture for position.
Oh!
Oh,
see if we can get a juggle after this.
Oh.
Supreme team. All right, very nice. I guess that's.
Yeah.
Sure, there are people.
Anybody else? One more? All right, why don't you guys do one more? And then we'll just one more after this. This is the grudge match. Loser has to do 15 push-ups.
Pretty sure Steve could pump those out without breaking a sweat.
But Steve has to do them with one arm. Yeah, it's like once you build your momentum, once you poke and get that hit confirm, you need to get into that opener and then do adds and linkers. You don't want to drop that combo or else you're going to get exposed. Sometimes it's to your benefit. We call it the poor man's reset. In the middle of the combo, intentionally drop it and then go back into it.
I want to ask you something for design philosophy. You said when you first saw Killer Instinct, you felt like it was a very Western style game. What do you think is the difference now between fighting games that are designed in Japan and those that are coming out in the Western studios? You could just make like sort of broad generalizations for philosophy, design philosophy.
I guess some of the stuff in the online space. Also, like, I really like the lobby system that NetherRealm put together as far as like that King of the Hill lobby. I thought that was absolutely tight. I was like, oh my god, I can gamble my XP on who I think is going to win. It just got me more involved and more hype. Even as a casual observer, I'm just jumping into a lobby, but now I have this vested interest in the guys that are playing. And I thought that was like super unique, and I didn't see that in any reviews of the game. I'm like, that's such a missed opportunity that I don't think people knew about or got exposure to. And I'm like, some of those like outside of the box thinking, I think are brilliant. So like big ups to like Hector and Ed Boon and all those guys over there that came up with those cool ideas. I think it's awesome. And then I like some of the personality that Keats has in his game. I think it's absolutely hilarious. It's super easy to get into.
Right.
Feels like it's got a great amount of depth. And man, it can't be any simpler to like just start executing stuff. So
the joystick is already put down. The handshake's already given.
Awesome. Good job, Steve. All right, hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to be up on this stage and talk about a game that we're super passionate about for these last like 3 or 4 days. So, yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you, Stream Monsters. Yeah, dude, been an absolute pleasure.
Oh,
Thank you for sitting up here with me and making sure
No
I'm not
problem.
totally.
So, I mean, E3 is sort of industry-only event, but you guys definitely have the community in mind, and the next time you can get more information and
Absolutely.
playing Glacius is going to be at EVO, so do come down there, Las Vegas, July, sometime in July.
I think it's 12th through the 14th.
Okay, yeah. Las Vegas Hotel. There will be, there will be Killer Instinct there. If there's
Killer Instinct there, arcade cabinet. I'll be there. Dave will be there.
Yeah. So
we'll try to make sure the Godfather himself is there.
But in the meanwhile, until you can see them and give your suggestions, do hit up Double Helix and their homepage and their relevant social media and give up your feedback. And you might find it in the game, implemented. So thank you very much for joining our KI Hour. I think that's about it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Spooky. Coming up next is going to be Dark by Calypso Media. That'll be in just a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's presentation of Killer Instinct. We are going to try to throw the videos up on YouTube for you guys ASAP for those of you that missed it or want to rewatch. Anyway, thanks everyone for checking it out. Much love to all of you folks at home. As always, this is Spooky. We're here in the MadCatz booth at E3. This is the last day, Thursday. We got some more stuff coming for you soon, so stick around. In the meantime, enjoy some tracks, guys.